It's easy to notice air pollution. It's shocking. You can see it, you can smell it, and you can almost taste it. These emissions from vehicles and industries mix up with the air we breathe, leading to serious health problems.
What we know today is that 7 million people worldwide die every year prematurely because of air pollution, bad air.
We're measuring air that tastes bad, but even more important, we're actually measuring in places where people think it's very clean, but actually it's not, where there are background levels of pollution which really do affect your health. And it's that vague feeling that we're not so well, we have a headache, that tells us that air pollution in certain areas is not so good.
Until now, it would cost a country more than 15 million shillings to monitor air quality. But the United Nations Environmental Programme has unveiled a low-cost device in Nairobi that is expected to be replicated in cities across the world.
What we are presenting today here in Kenya is a world first. Basically, the box that you see here today will enable us now to monitor particle matter, which is basically what you have in the air, what enters our lungs, what kills us, what gives us cancer, in many more locations.
It counts how many particles of different sizes in the air. And we know that the particles at 2.5 microns are small enough to penetrate into the body. The larger ones, the 10, you can blow out in a handkerchief, but the 2.5 are very dangerous.
This removes the guesswork out of it. We can now measure how we are faring.
The World Health Organization indicates that 88% of deaths related to outdoor pollution occur in developing countries that typically lack access to data on the air quality. To see how such data is collected, we drove through some of the most congested roads in Nairobi with the air quality monitoring kits.
It's just pure raw numbers that are coming out of the system. We just tend to have the box on the roof recording its information, and then what we can do in that case is take it back and then post-process that information.
Preliminary test results collected over the past 5 days show that large parts of the city may have unsafe levels of air pollution. The most affected areas include Landhies Road, which passes through the Kariokor area, onto Jogoo Road all the way to the Outer Ring Road junction, and gets worse at the Babadogo area. This preliminary study also shows South B's Hazina Estate as one of the danger zones.
Border motorcycles, they are a big polluter, but they are also a great asset to people to move around. There are now electric motorcycles that are produced in China, and 200 million of them have already been sold, that are sold at the same price as the old two-stroke engine.
The challenge with enforcing is the evidence and the monitoring. So now here we have evidence that we can show from day to day that this is the evidence, and so therefore we need to enforce and to implement.
The existing air quality monitoring kits are massive, almost the size of a big car, and 100 times more costly than this latest technology. It made it impossible for several countries to measure their air quality. Scientists, however, recommend that cities should install more than one of those kits to achieve higher accuracy, the kind of air intelligence that will give proper guidance on the kind of interventions to take in order to clean up the air. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen TV, Nairobi.